friends from United Fund Advisors and Raza Community Development here to Atlanta. The reason we had you all come is because we wanted you to meet these guys and just help us welcome them to Atlanta and to the state of Georgia. And I'm very, very pleased and honored to have my close friend, colleague, and longtime fraternity brother, and groomsman, and all that stuff. That was his words. I know some of the stories, not all of them. Caesar Mitchell, he's the president of Atlanta City Council. Caesar came tonight both to help welcome and also to bring greetings on behalf of the city of Atlanta. So I want to say thank you, Caesar, and you should take it away.
Well, thank you. First and foremost, Robert Sherman, really, really good friend. Robert and I have known each other since before we were lawyers. And you all are from Atlanta, you know if you're not from Atlanta, you don't live here, you know tomorrow is an election day. And I'm on the ballot. And I got opposition too. And a little bit. And Robert and Sherman, they didn't sell me a law firm, they didn't sell me a bridge, and anything to get me to be here tonight. Because they got all the pictures and they know all the stories. Even on my re-election effort. But I guess an elected official has to be careful saying that because people might actually think that's true. And no pictures, but Robert and Sherman are really good friends. And they are great, great citizens in this city. They're great civic servants, they're great businessmen, and they're wonderful family members. So when they call me to come and be a part of this conversation, to be a part of this reception, and to welcome United Fund Advisors and Raza Community Development, I said, of course, I'll do it. I'll take as much time as necessary. But I want to say this too. I mean, and I think, as I chatted with Melissa and Cam earlier, they, are excited about coming to Atlanta to do some of the work that they do in the area of community development, and certainly utilizing wonderful tools such as New Markets Tax Credit. But we really are excited to have you here because this is, as I look around the room and I see folks who are development professionals who have EB5 centers, I see people who lay floors in the buildings that you all will fund and develop. As I look around and see wonderful professionals and civic leaders when it comes to community development, I really think that this is a wonderful time in our city. And it's funny, Robert, because I literally stood in this room. I was standing right over there last week for a fundraiser that I didn't see any of you all there. And I said, and it really fits to say this again, this is a wonderful time in our city. And this is a wonderful time in our city for a number of reasons, but a couple of reasons that are so important. We're coming off the heels of a recession. There is interest on the part of groups like United Fund Advisors and Raza to really be engaged in our reemergence as a dominant city in the South, and certainly as a city that really is committed to community development, real estate development, business expansion, and job creation. And so this is an important time. We are also really special as a place because city government really has played a role, and I was excited, Cam, and listening to you say that the projects that you're going to be looking for as you come to our city will be projects that essentially will have government backing. Well, that's something that we really are serious about in the city of Atlanta. And we have created what you call, and we call it also, a toolbox. And I'm going to maybe have Tyrone Rochelle come and give us yeah, I'm just kidding. Tyrone is formerly of Invest Atlanta and doing a lot of wonderful stuff now. But we have a toolbox of opportunity. We have a toolbox that allows city government to play an active role in development and economic vitality in our city. So having you express this interest for being in our city and being here and spending the time to get to know the landscape is really important, and that's exciting for us. So I just wanted to stop by, and I won't talk long, but to say thank you for being here. This is a wonderful time for you, and because you're here, we feel like it's an even better time for us. Now, if you need me to say anything else, you need me to
I think you did.
David and Cam, you guys want to say something?